Tesla's electric vehicles are seen as the future of the automotive industry. As the world slowly transitions to EVs in an effort to reduce carbon emissions, the stage is set for Tesla. However, Warren Buffett believes this is not the case, at least not yet. Join us in today's video as we hear interviews that Warren Buffett has done in the past and his take on Elon Musk and Tesla.
You think that alternatives actually have a real future?
Oh, alternatives have a future. They are the future over time, but you can't change the world, the base of the world. I mean, you've got 260 million vehicles on the road, or whatever number it is in the United States, and I don't know how many around the world, and they're not changing what they use tomorrow. You know, the average age of the American vehicle, the auto, I think is 11 to 12 years, something like that. And so the world can't change dramatically. And anybody thinks you can change energy sources 10% in a year, it just doesn't work that way. But the world is going in the right direction in terms of working toward minimization of carbon.
Speaking of those cars, I mean, look at Tesla and what Elon Musk is doing. I mean, that kind of is a revolution, right?
Well, it's an important change, but if you guessed on the penetration of electric cars, let's say we sell 17 million or something a year in 2030, when I'll be 100, and I would say that I'd be surprised if more than a third of those would be electric. Well, that's 2/3 that aren't, plus all the ones in. So of the total vehicles on the road, it still might be 10% electric tops or something like that worldwide. I mean, you can't change this mass of transportation. You can't change it in a year or two. It is changing and should change, but in terms of just the math of replacing, if we said we're going to junk all the cars we have, you know, the economy would stop. I mean, we can't produce them. We couldn't replace them.
What do you think of Elon Musk, though? If you met him, and would you invest in Tesla?
Well, I think you're trying to bait me a little bit.
No, I'm just asking you. You can say no, and no, or yes,
listen,
yes,
he's done
yes.
some remarkable things.
Okay.
He's done some remarkable things.
Have you met him?
Oh yeah, he joined the Giving Pledge some years ago. I've only met him once or twice, but yeah, that's it. I've talked with him, but not for quite a while.
And would you invest in Tesla?
No.
Elon Musk says that Tesla will start to offer insurance for its cars and can price it better than a typical insurance company because of the data it collects from all the vehicles on the road. You've talked about the threat of autonomous vehicles on the insurance business, but what about the threat to Geico of automobile companies themselves getting into the insurance business? And on a very similar topic, Tesla recently announced that they're shifting to an online-only sales model, and several traditional auto dealerships are also reducing their property holdings as car buyers increasingly use smartphones and the internet to shop for cars. What does this portend for Berkshire Hathaway Automotive?
Yeah. Actually, General Motors had a company for a long time called Motors Insurance Company, and various companies have tried it. I would say that the success of the insurance company, of the auto companies getting in the insurance business, are probably about as likely as the success of the insurance companies getting into the auto business. I worry much more about Progressive than all of the auto company possibilities that I could see in terms of getting an insurance business. It's not an easy business at all, and I would bet against any company in the auto business being any kind of an unusual success. The idea of using telematics in terms of studying people's driver's habits, that's spreading quite widely, and it is important to have data on how people drive, how hard they brake, how much they swerve, all kinds of things. So I don't doubt the value of the data, but I don't think that the auto companies will have any advantage to that. I don't think they'll make money in the insurance business. Using the internet to shop for cars is like using the internet for shopping for everything. It's another competitor, and there's no question that people will look for better ways. Now, the gross margin on new cars is about 6% or thereabouts. So there's not lots of room in the game, but that will be a method, and that will sell some cars. And if there are, it's another competitor. But I don't think it destroys the auto dealer who takes good care of the customers and is there to service the customers. And it's not an overwhelming threat, but it's obviously something that's going to be around and will sell some. If you look at the leading candy bars, for example, for the last 50 years, I think you'll find Snickers on top, and then you got M&Ms. You got two types, so they don't combine the peanuts with the other ones. But I think they're number 2 and 4, and Hershey's in there number 3 or something of the sort. I can't take them on. I don't think Elon can take them on. They have moats. When you go into a drugstore, 7-Eleven or something, and you say, I would like a Snickers bar, and the owner says, oh, I've got something, the Musk bar at 10 cents off the Snickers bar. You say, give me the Snickers. And if he doesn't give you the Snickers, you go across the street and buy the Snickers. The brands are moats, obviously. And if you try to, this product is selling, to hundreds of millions of people who want Coca-Cola. If you say, I'll sell you something for 2 cents less, or I've got some celebrity's name on it. They actually, Richard Branson tried Virgin Cola in the United States about 15 or 20 years ago. And a million others have been tried. So I don't really have the same urge to produce automobiles that he apparently has to produce candy, but I don't suggest that he take on Snickers.
You're taking me literally and stepping away from the real story here, which is kind of this war of words between you and Charlie and Elon. And I just want, do you even know Elon Musk?
I've never said anything negative about Elon. You're baiting me a little bit to do it. But,
I am.
But I've never, people like his car and everything, but somebody mentioned that now he's talking about financing. Something this morning about that. I thought I heard that earlier.
Yes, well, actually, Andrew just read some headlines where it looked like Tesla may be going back to market to pick up some additional financing. I'm not entirely sure. All I heard was the headline.
That's what I call a counter-revelation. Charlie, because I think it was just a few days ago they said they wouldn't need financing. But he's trying something to improve a product, and I salute him for that. And the American public will decide whether it's a success, and it's not easy. It's probably easier to develop a new car than to compete with Snickers. But some products have terrific moats. Probably Elmer's glue does. WD-40. There's just certain things that you are not much inclined to be dissatisfied with and see. And I would say that, incidentally, that the iPhone. A terrific moat. People that have an iPhone, or maybe have some other phone, but they want to continue with the product that they've got. They want the new version. It's just easier for them. They've learned how to do everything, and their life's built around it and all of that. And moats are very useful. Costco has a moat in people's mind. Amazon can raise the price of Prime, 20%, and you can't do that unless you've built something within that image of the Amazon Prime that's based on reality, that you're going to get a lot for your money and you're going to want to use it, and then you can raise prices $20. But if you're selling, some commodity product, you can't do that.
What did you guys think of Warren Buffett's remarks? Do you agree that transitioning to electric vehicles won't be as easy? Give us your insights in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.